I literally wish that I did this sooner, and that's why I'm making this video. I want to talk to you guys about Twitch versus Kick in terms of revenue. I'm going to show you guys the exact numbers and how different it is to earn revenue on Kick than it is to earn revenue on Twitch. And I've been streaming on Twitch for the better part of like 8 years. And to be honest, I wish that I did this years ago. I wish that I did this probably about 2 years ago would have been the best time for me to do this. I left a lot of money on the table. And to be honest, I was not a big streamer or anything. I've always been, YouTube as my main focus. I've only really recently in the past like 6 months started trying to push and grow my stream. And this video is definitely going to be about that. I'm going to try and do my best. I will show you guys the exact analytics, what I'm making on Kick versus what I was making on Twitch. And hope that this helps you guys to make your best decision on where you're going to start streaming if you haven't started yet, or where you're going to, potentially stream in the future, or, add into a multi-stream, something like that. I want to help everyone out with this because I wish that I did this sooner. I wish that I listened to some people who were telling me about this, and I didn't, right? I thought I knew everything. And you learn from your mistakes, right? So that's why I'm making this video, and I'm hopefully going to help you guys out with it. But for any of you who are, maybe just going to start streaming now, or you have been streaming for a while, you do know the importance of making your stream look great and stand out. If that's you and you want to take your stream to the next level and make it look really nice so that you stand out amongst the sea of millions of streamers out there, then you guys got to check out the sponsor for today's video, Owned.tv. Owned.tv is your one-stop shop for fresh new graphics for your stream. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick, you'll find something that's a perfect fit for your channel. They offer full themed overlay packages, which are great if you're trying to give your stream a complete makeover, but let's say you're looking to pick up some new alert graphics, don't worry, because they've got you covered there too. You could find single graphics such as alerts, emotes, banners, panels, and logos as well. And one of the best parts about these overlays is that they are completely modular. So if you and your friends all pick up the same overlay, such as this Rodan one right here, you could change the colors and tweak it to match your brand, and none of you will have the exact same overlay. If you're looking to take your stream to the next level, be sure to check out Own.tv using my link below to support the channel. And don't forget, use code HAMMER at checkout for an additional 50% off your order. Now, back to the video. Okay, so we're back. So this is going to be a real video, a real talk about this. So to give you guys a little bit of a background so you can understand where I'm coming from, I have been streaming on Twitch probably since around 2016, 2017. Never really took it seriously. I went through a lot of different phases, right? I went through my H1Z1 phase. We built a nice little community with that. Then I went through the Fortnite phase, built a decent sized community with that. I was big into BRs, okay? So that's what I started doing. Then 2019 came around. I've always been a big fan of World of Warcraft, got big into classic WoW. And then, that started doing things for me in terms of growing my stream. And after a while, no matter what, when the hype died down or I didn't stay too consistent with it, my stream would die down as well. And then it will pick back up when something interesting comes out or something interesting happens. So for the most part, I would say for my entire 10-year journey on Twitch, up until around the last year, I really considered the entire thing just a hobby. Right. I made the bulk of my income from sponsorships here on this channel, ad revenue here on this channel, affiliate sales with this channel, my second YouTube channel, the Warcraft channel, and now I've started a third YouTube channel. So that's been the bulk of my income over the last few years of doing this. And, never cared about really making money from streaming. I just figured if I'm going to sit down, relax, and play games at night, I'm going to go live as well. Well, that was the right mentality to have, because if I was doing streaming with the intentions of making money or earning some decent revenue, I would have been very upset with what I was making on Twitch, right? There were some months where I made $100 or $200 or whatever here and there. And I'll show you the statistics. And for this, pretty much this entire year, it's not looking good on Twitch. And then I'm going to show you the comparison. I'm going to bring up what I've made on Kick since the last 2.5 months of switching over to there. So let's switch over to my desktop so you can see. So what we're looking at right here is my Twitch, right? I have my analytics showing the last 279 days. If you look here at the top, from January 1st to October 6th, I have earned $438 on Twitch for the whole year, right? This is sandwich money. It's coffee money. I was doing it for free anyway. I'm going to sit down and game. So I would just go live on Twitch. This is not a lot of money at all. You're talking 10 months to earn $438 is horrendous. Now, if it's just something you're doing anyway for free, that's why I didn't care. But towards the end, really, I did start trying to build my stream. As you could see here, I was a lot more consistent, since pretty much August, and it really didn't do anything. They took 50% of my sub revenue and all that stuff, and you're forced to run 3 minutes worth of ads every hour, which just creates a terrible viewer experience, in my opinion. You could be in the middle of a conversation, and now your viewer gets interrupted by ads for 2 or 3 minutes. And it's like, dude, this is horrible, right? So you could see how it would definitely make it harder to grow a fun community and good stream, over on Twitch. And as you can see up at the top here, my average is about 2 minutes of ads per hour, which is kind of nuts when you really think about it. And then we're going to go over to Kick. Okay, we're in October, right? We're only 6 days in, but I've made $165 so far for October. Let's go back to the first month that I really kind of started, which was July. I think I did like 2 streams in July, in the middle of July, and then I didn't do anything else. I made $40 from those 2 streams. Then in August, I started streaming around August 17th, and it kind of picked up from there. I made $327 for the month of August on Kick. Keep in mind, I am not partnered. I am not getting partner pay. This is just from Kicks, which are Kicks equivalent of bits, gifted subs and active subs. Okay, then we go over to September, made $965. That was a 195% increase over the previous month. And now here we're at in October, 6 days in, and I'm already at $165, on track to surpass that September number, right? We're looking probably between $1,000 and $1,500. This is, like I said, I am not partnered. Once you're partnered on Kick and you get into the KCIP, you have the ability to earn Kick partner pay on top of your gifted subs, your active subs, your Kicks, all of that stuff. So I'm not partnered yet. I'm pretty damn close. If you guys want to see my actual progress, this is where I'm at. I'm averaging over 80 viewers per stream. So this tracker is like super delayed or something. I don't know why it hasn't hit 75 yet, but it's just very slowly going up by like 0.5 every day. So probably by the end of this week, I will be partnered, which will be pretty cool. And as you guys can see over here, I pulled up my metrics over on ArrowKick. As you can see, all my streams are averaging, this stream averaged 105 viewers, 122, 72, 74, 90 viewers, 78, 62, 75, 72, 69, 81, 67. So we are definitely meeting that partner mark. If you see, my average viewers for the month is 77.62. So like I said, I'm going to most likely be partnered probably by Friday of this week, which will add even more revenue into my Kick streams, which is out of control to be getting that partner pay. I went from literally having like 100 followers on Kick, just passively grown over the years, to 1,200 followers in 3 months. I have YouTube channels. I already have an audience. I'm kind of funneling my audience to come over to Kick because my goal is that I want to stream exclusively on Kick in the future. Currently, I do multi-stream, right? I multi-stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. But really, I just wanted to show you guys the value in multi-streaming, right? And growing your Kick. It's super important. I know a lot of people, including myself, had this weird vision of Kick in the past where, and when it first started, it was a bit shaky and a bit rough, but I got to say my experience on there recently has actually been great. They cleaned it up a lot. I've built an actual awesome community on there. I have people waiting in my chat for me before I even go live at this point. So it's made streaming really fun. So I wanted to share my experience with you guys and kind of, incentivize you to multi-stream. If you are only streaming on Twitch or YouTube or Kick, multi-stream to everywhere because you never know where your audience actually is going to end up. You could be building an audience on all of these platforms. And if you're trying to do content creation to earn any extra money or do this as a full-time job or whatever, the number one rule here is you never want to leave money on the table, okay? You do what you enjoy, you do what you love, but don't shortchange yourself. There is no reason in 2025 to not be multi-streaming everywhere because you never know. You never know where it's going to happen for you and where it's going to work out. But I hope that this video did help you guys and help you understand. I'm showing my actual metrics here. None of this is like rigged or anything. This is my actual metrics. I'm showing you my analytics. Wanted to be completely transparent with you guys. So also, if you guys want to support me, come over to kick.com/hammerdance, drop a follow on there. I go live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern every single week. Like I said, we should be partnered by the end of the week, so I'm excited for that. And if this video helped you out at all, drop a like, help me out with the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel. We always talk about stuff like this here on this channel. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for you today. So thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.